Hello, it's just a walk around tour of my yard. This is me, I'm standing on my driveway. There's my dog, Boo Boo. And there's the bus. I'm kind of letting everything grow up here. Only thing I keep cutting out is the driveway, which doesn't take much maintenance because I only go to town about once a month. So you won't see car tracks on my grass. But yeah, there's my bus, and you can see that the vegetation is starting to take over. I'm actually going to plant vines to grow over the roof of it and everything, keep it kind of warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. And that might be my little bug out location, one of them. I was going to move it way out in the woods, but it looks like it's going to be a whole lot more effort than it's worth. There isn't a whole lot growing here that you can eat. I mean, this is all the stuff that's in here is like fruit trees and stuff like this. That's a peach. But see, it's real little. It's going to be a long time before that produces any food. And this is a blueberry. And that whole line is blueberries. But once again, it'll be a long time before they produce anything substantial. Over in here, you know, this is all like persimmons. And you can see this one has, I don't think there's any fruit on here. It's right by this squirrel tree. So the squirrel probably got every piece of that fruit as soon as it started producing. This is a mulberry tree. That tall tree right there is a persimmon tree, and it has fruit on it. Let's see if we can get a view of some fruit. That's pointing right at some fruit. I can't tell from the viewfinder if you can see it, but those little persimmons all the way to the top. And all of these have a couple of pieces of fruit on. This one big tree maybe has, shoot, it may not have any fruit on it now. The squirrels have absolutely stripped it. It may have had 1,000 pieces of fruit over here. And there's one. But I'm not into killing animals. It's really getting harder and harder as I grow older to kill things. If I have to, you know, like if their grocery stores all go under, then, you know, I'll be eating squirrel every day for 2 years before I even run out of squirrels. This is a Japanese plum tree, and these were grown from seeds, so it'll take a long time for them to produce fruit. Now here's a fig tree, and it was loaded with figs, and that's not even, this thing makes big old giant figs, and the chickens and the birds just stripped them really quick. Okay, well, let's go around this side. See if we can get some more fruits. Now this is actually morning glories that I believe I can eat the tubers. I've planted these intentionally. I think there's probably fruit on this citrus tree over here. It's an orange tree. Yeah, see? And there's probably 30 or 40 oranges on that tree. Got another one over here, probably got some fruit. I haven't been keeping up with them. I know when I see fruit, I eat it. It turns orange. And one good thing about citrus is squirrels are not interested in citrus, so you actually get to eat every orange an orange tree produces. You get to eat it. Here's the other side of that wild persimmon tree. You can see little bits of fruit all the way up it. I really hope that the squirrels would eat these and leave mine alone, but whatever I can get, I'll take it. In here we've got quite a few fruit trees, very small. This is a pecan tree, and it's probably still 10 to 15 years away from making pecans. This is my most productive citrus tree, and these are lemons. And I think we got about 100 lemons off of that. And it's not much of a tree. We got about 100 lemons off of it. I may actually pull all these weeds out just so that we can access this tree a little easier. All right. See what else we got here. I think that's a good enough tour for my so-called yard. This is, you know, a lot of why we don't cut the grass anymore. It's very, very unproductive to do that. Oh, this is guavas. Look at that. I mean, this is something I just planted out of a pot like 6 months ago, maybe a year ago. It's getting really, really big. But, you know, my neighbors are all really heavy duty into their religion, and so they will absolutely destroy everything I have given an opportunity. Oh, and these beans are edible. This is think they call it Sesbania. I started this stuff a few years ago, and now it just takes off every year. I don't have to replant. And you can eat those. It says they're deadly poison in the, you know, on the computer, but I've dried them and boiled them and ate them. They just taste like pinto beans. Here's another one. Yep, and I do cut the grass under the clothesline. Otherwise, you don't get to use clothesline. And there's a bunch of little citrus trees, pear trees. Yeah, I think we're about done with this yard tour. And this here, like this is citrus, but that is absolutely a shoot. That's not the tree itself. That's whatever from the rootstock, so it's going to be inedible. These down here are actually orange or a lemon or something. Okay, more Japanese plums. And these things, these pear trees were loaded up with pears this year, but they're all gone. None of them hit the ground. The squirrels just got up there and ate them. And I really don't mind. I can go to the store and buy a pear if I need one, and then, like I say, the squirrels will be food in an emergency. All right, that's it for this part.